Can I get some closure? Stay right where you are and don't come closer. If you haven't picked it up, it's over. You wanted her, so just give me what I...
Hey gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tnuck127 and welcome back to another blessed video. And before we get into today's video, guys, as usual, let me do my shameless plugins. If you're not, make sure you follow me at the appropriate social media at Tnuck127, which includes Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And also, if you guys want more Bless Unleashed news, content, guides, and stuff like that, make sure you're smashing the like button on today's video, subscribing to the channel if you are new, and ringing that silly bell so YouTube doesn't bonus us all with notifications. But what is going on, guys? Welcome back. I do apologize for my voice. Been a bit under the weather for the past week or so, but my voice has finally cleared up some. Cold slowly drifting away, and I figured I'd take advantage of, the better sounding version of my voice right here and start making some content, especially with the next gen storm coming here in the weeks. And November is going to be a really blow up month for the channel. There's going to be some slow patches here and there, but there's also going to be some really heavy hard hitter spots, because there's a lot I want to show you guys when it comes to next gen MMOs, upcoming games, and stuff like that. And there's just a lot I want to talk about, but I also have a lot of busy spots going on between this month. It is the holidays coming up after all, so do bear with me. But today I wanted to talk a bit about Bless Unleashed, and the reason I want to talk about Bless is because I think we can all safely say that Bless Unleashed is a pretty successful MMO right now, especially being, one that's currently console based. Despite how, you may feel about the previous Bless Online, some of their mistakes and everything in the past, they are bringing Bless Unleashed to PC sometime in 2021. I believe it's actually in early 2021, if I'm not mistaken. PC's actually even already had a test for that for that version as well. But I think it's safe to say, Bless Unleashed is NeoWiz, aka Round 8. I think this is the studio's way of, doing the game right finally. And I'm honestly, if I had to say, I know it's pretty crappy what happened to people with the previous games, but I'm glad they didn't just give up. I'm glad they tried again, because if they didn't, the game we have today wouldn't be here. So that's my personal take on it. But today what I want to talk about is 3 changes I would like to see in Bless Unleashed in the future. Now, besides changes we've already gone over and things that some people may want to see, like there's a lot of people out there who want to see the combat system get better. I know me personally, I want to see the XP gain in the game become a bit more fair. I feel like XP gain in Bless Unleashed is horribly grindy, but they do have some changes coming to that system in the November update, which I'm really looking forward to. But these are just 3 changes that I want to see implemented in this game overall, especially now because, it's going multi-platform. It's free to play on Xbox One and PS4. It'll be free to play on PC, just with a different publisher, coming in 2021. So there's a lot of things I do want to see, and we're going to go ahead and get into the first change that I do want to see with Bless Unleashed. I want to see them implement crossplay. Now, when I say that, I know it's kind of unlikely with PC because it's being self-published, which means that the dev team could have different plans for PC, and the PC version could end up being different overall in terms of monetization, content updates. We don't know. The fact that that it's being self-published and not published by Bandai means that the PC version is going to be going a different route in some way, shape, or form. But at least between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, or PlayStation and Xbox at this point with the next gen consoles looming on the horizon, I definitely do want to see crossplay implemented into the game. Now I know there's a lot of people who are going to be concerned about that, because Bless Unleashed does have a pretty serious side of PvP in it, and there's always going to be that argument, well, Xbox players have had the game longer and yada yada yada. Guys, Black Desert was able to pull it off just fine, and that is a PvP based MMO. When you get to endgame in Black Desert, it's literally just PvP, open world PvP, and some loot grinding and stuff. But if Black Desert can do crossplay between 2 platforms and where one started before the other, I think it's safe to say Bless Unleashed is more of a PvE focused game. I think Bless Unleashed could pull off crossplay too, and I think that's something they really need to look into considering sooner rather than later. And I think it would be really good while the game is in this, this early simplistic stage where, they're still finding the changes, looking for their sweet spot with a lot of things. It only has 5 basic classes and stuff like that. I really think now is the time to get the crossplay kicking where the game's in its early stages rather than waiting till, there's a lot more content and it's more complex and it can become a more difficult thing for them to do. So that's one thing I do want to see. And speaking of classes, we're going to go ahead to my next change. One thing Bless Unleashed really does need to incorporate to separate itself from other MMOs, they've really got to get some class variety going on in here. And the reason I say that, guys, is not just because, I want a 2-hand sword wielder class or anything like that, or, I'm currently, because realistically, I'm not actually happy with any of the classes in the game right now. They're all so very generic, they're just the basic starter classes you see in any MMORPG or RPG. Mage and Archer, the wizard, the guy with the big with the big axe, the guy with the sword and the shield. The same starter classes for most games. This game really needs some class variety. You have games out here like Phantasy Star, Final Fantasy 14, Terra. You got guys using guns, miniguns. You got dudes doing guitars and Skyforge as bards and stuff like that. And Bless is just over here like, we have this big expansive open world, but we have a sword and shield guy, we have a wizard, we have a cleric, we have a bow user, and we have the axe dude. you guys see what I'm saying? what I'm saying here, that I feel as though that's something they need to start kicking on a little bit. This game has been here, on specifically on Xbox One. It'll be coming up in a year, here in a few months, and we still haven't heard a word or even a rumor of another class. And I think it's time for that to change, especially since the game only has 5 classes. Now, granted, even games like Final Fantasy 14, they didn't add their first additional class to the game for a while. But in all fairness, Final Fantasy 14 had a lot more than 5 classes, and a lot of other games, they start with more than 5 classes. But Bless's class system right now is just so basic, so generic. It's not offering anything. And Bless is doing things right in so many other areas of the game, just not with classes. I feel like the game needs a lot more class variety. And even the new update talks about, expanding these classes more and making things more interesting for them. That's cool and all, but let's get some more gameplay variety going. Let's get some other styles of play here going. And last but not least, and I cannot understand for the life of me, why Bless has not done this yet, Bless Unleashed needs raids. And I'm not talking, big raid field bosses where, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 players come up and all take down a big boss. No. I'm talking a instance dungeon that supports anywhere between 10 and 30 players. A true hardcore raid-like experience. Bless Unleashed's world boss content is amazing. The world bosses are fun. They're big, massive experiences that even serve a lot of purpose in the game's endgame. And it's clear that Bless has no problems running different activities with massive amounts of players on the screen at one time. Even with, tons of particle effects, and Bless is pretty visual. There's your proof it can do a raid. Why not add one? You have to admit, it would be really cool to see a hardcore trial version of Gideon added later on to the game, where he's like a hard mode type boss that you can take on with 8 or 12 people instead of doing it like solo in the story and stuff like that. That's just one idea, but I really think Bless Unleashed, they should add raids. The game looks great. They clearly, have the ability to do it because you look at the tests with the world bosses and everything. They run well. Why not? Why not add a really big raid for with some to add like some new tiers of weapon types or things into the game? I don't know, guys. That's just me. I personally think Bless Unleashed could use a raid. Let me know how y'all feel down in the comments below. But anyway, guys, these are the 3 changes I personally want to see in Bless Unleashed. I know that there's a lot more out there that other people want to see. Let me know down in the comments below what you want to see changed in Bless Unleashed. But anyway, like I said, y'all enjoyed this video. Smash that thumbs up button for me. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tnek127. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out. Take care.